A Brush with Fate, Chapter 5, Part 2. Steele looked rather confused, shrugging his shoulders. What does she mean? Wanting to talk about stuff again? I obviously don't have a problem with that. Unless she thought I was being imposed upon. I mean, sure, that overlook was quite lovely. He then paused with a wince. I wouldn't want to give it the wrong idea, though, he added, now adding a perplexed Alicorn to the mix.
Wrong idea?
Luna asked. Steele nodded, gesturing to the princess. The other thing on your mind. I think I figured it out after that play. There's some creature that caught your eye, and you're not sure what to do about it. I wouldn't want to give the wrong idea to him or her. I don't want to be the start of anything like that. Perhaps a noble, a diplomat, a prince? Luna simply stared for a minute, then not able to hold back a laugh that brought her to tears. As soon as she got her chuckles under control, Luna swiped a forelimb across her eyes and pointed at Steele.
Steele, that is so remarkably sweet, but you've completely missed my intentions.
I did? He asked, blinking as he tried to come up with the correct conclusion. Luna trotted forwards, placing a single hoof on his breastplate.
Servant.
She then gestured to herself.
Queen.
Steele promptly sat down, jaw dropping slightly. Wait. Hold on, he stammered, removing his helmet to massage a temple with a hoof. So, the thing on your mind isn't about another creature? He asked, after putting the metal and pillow armor back on, Luna still failing to suppress giggles.
Well, the main issue isn't about that, no. But this more pressing and interesting matter has clearly occupied my mind for a bit. You just happen to be that other creature.
Me? Was the incredulous reply, prompting Luna to stare.
And why wouldn't it be?
Luna immediately asked, as thought it was a personal insult.
You're charming, sensitive, introspective, and quite obviously handsome. My question about a mare friend or any special simpony wasn't in complete jest.
She continued, surprising herself with a defensive tone.
I find you quite fun to be around, and would like to extend that outside of an official work atmosphere. But I am not sure how that would go, since we already see each other for a good half of the night.
Her words trailed off, now realizing that it may make things a tad awkward. Steele clearly hadn't thought that far ahead, still sitting and staring at Luna with a shocked expression on his face.
Is silence your answer?
She ventured to ask after a few moments, the stallion finally snapping back to reality. No! I mean, to the silence bit, he stammered quickly. Words. Cohesive sentences, come on. Yes, go to the bay. Date it is? He added, and then smacked a hoof to his own face with a groan of exasperation. Close enough. Luna's laughter brought a smile to Steele's face, the alicorn struggling to catch her breath.
Yes, Steele. I'd very much like it to be an official date, if you're interested,
she managed to say between gasps.
Oh, stars above, that was adorable!
Luna's smile only grew wider on seeing the guards blush, the princess letting out a slight sigh of relief.
For a moment there, I thought I was in error, that perhaps you did have some special simpony or just didn't see me, well, in that way.
Steele stayed silent for a moment, but the guard was clearly trying to put his thoughts into words as his brow furrowed. Not see... well, I guess that's a valid concern, he mused, but then shook his head, eyes turning back to the still blushing alicorn. But a very innocent one. It's been a bit of an exercise to try and not think of you in that available sense, if I'm honest. Luna blinked, not having received a compliment in that sort of manner in some time.
Really?
Seriously? She's surprised at that? How? Really, okay, I mean, I'm a guard. You don't think about the princesses that way, both from a respect standpoint and because you're our boss, Steele explained, scuffing the stones with a hoof. Now, it doesn't mean that such feelings don't happen, it's just easier to push them off. Luna appeared to think about his words, then tentatively trotted over to tap her hooves together nervously.
I'm just happy that someone can think about us, me, in that way. I do think that if you hadn't been as relaxed this past week or two, things may have been a bit different. But seeing as how that isn't the case,
She paused, wings drooping slightly.
So, you are able to see me in that different light?
Oh, I never directly answered her question. Luna, you are an absolutely gorgeous mare who is an absolute pleasure and joy to be in the company of. And I would be thrilled to accompany you to somewhere as your date, Steele said with a grin. Judging by the fact that Luna's wings flared and her jaw dropped slightly, the princess hadn't been expecting such a blunt answer. Well, you did ask, Steele ventured, finding that Luna's pink cheeks were a very cute addition to her usual color scheme. In fact, they were growing on him rather quickly, as well as across the princess's own face, as she stared.
Right.
She stammered, Steele's words apparently having a much greater effect than he intended. Do I dare push my luck? Well, I do love seeing her laugh, and flustered. Steele decided to up the ante a bit more, taking a few steps forward and gently pressing a hoof against Luna's nose with a cheeky grin. However, no kissing on the first date though. Or, am I reading that adorable blush wrong? Luna's face immediately flushed even further, and Steele could have sworn a soft squeak left her mouth at his words, the princess's horn flashing with magic. Oh, that is the most adorable thing Unfortunately, his thoughts were interrupted by a very familiar sensation and sound, all with a thwack. This is so heart-wrenchingly adorable, they're going on a date! Even though that last part it got very violent, but still, so adorable. Anyway, I'd love to give a very special thank you to my adorable donators. Top donator, Dash of Evergreen, Peter Coulthard, Dresdon, Dospo, RuneScythe9852, CourierCruz CI, Delta Omega, Ryanny Dragonwolf, Dwight Cornel, Gagi, Secret Moon, Tallrascha, Starlight Glimmer, David D. Sanchez, Trey, Pokekiller Zach, Soul Dragon, Dak Britton, Joe Pierce E, and Alex F. Thank you all very much for watching this video, and I will see you all in the next one.